hello! Welcome to the Made in the South podcast, episode 27. Brought to you by your two favorite co-hosts, mother and son, Lisa and Ben Harmon. We're coming to you live early in the morning on a Wednesday, not Tuesday. A little bit of a fun story behind that.
Yes.
I'm worn out right now.
Life happens.
Yes, life happens. Yesterday I had a work event. It was like a regional, bunch of different locations around the area. Came by people from Chattanooga, Kingston, Lenore City, here in Knoxville.
I didn't realize that meant that far out.
Yeah. So we call it Olympics, but basically it's like fun games, little mini games, a little bit of team spirit. Kind of like we made like a pyramid and just a bunch of little fun stuff. Had lunch and
competition.
Yeah, it's a nice bonding experience. But it was sunny. It was in the 70s, so it was nice and warm. I got a little bit of sun on the sides of my face, which feels great. But yeah, I'm a little worn out.
Yeah, talk about our recent weather. It's been interesting, I guess.
Yes. So this morning I was outside on the deck. That's why I'm wearing a sweater right now because it was a little chilly. I wouldn't say really super cold, but enough to get like frost in your car. But later in the day, I guess in the mid 70s, so I have a tank top underneath this. I can take it off and I'll be good. And I'll be going to work tonight, so I'll be...
We're in that kind of world right now, and it's near the end of October for us. It's the South. But I get up about 8, it's 40. And then by the afternoon, it's like 75.
Yes, but it is beautiful. But I want to say hello to everybody at home. Thanks for listening to our podcast. Now you can watch us live on YouTube. We plan to be live Tuesday at 7 p.m. I just was asleep at that time.
That would be the key word, honey.
Yeah, I just happened to be asleep at that time yesterday, so we didn't go live yesterday. I was passed out outside on the deck, and then, so.
That's okay. Well, that's what we shoot for, though.
Yeah. But how are you doing? I haven't really seen you much.
I know you're a little tired from your Olympian, and then...
So I have coffee I'm downing right now.
I have my water.
In my nice little Tennessee cup that you received from a friend of yours.
A friend of mine, when I retired, was so sweet, and went... We have a place here in town called Bradley's Chocolate that has all kinds of lovely, not only chocolates, of course, but they have like a boutique inside. So they have really unique gifts like that. And I just found out the other day they have some really nice spice mixtures.
Oh, nice. Yeah. I don't know if you can see on the camera well, but it has the outline of like the general road work of the surrounding region of like Knoxville.
Can you talk for a moment?
Yeah, of course.
I follow this person's podcast that does the spices, which we love. Good spices.
It's a lot of the like 865 area code. So it has like Powell, has Westview, Fort Sanders, Old Sevier. A couple different landmarks and areas are labeled on the mug itself. But we had a fun weekend last week. We'll talk a little bit about what you did beforehand.
I say spices now, I have to look it up. I thought I had.
But I'll start first a little bit.
Keep going, yeah.
So for the Tennessee game, which fortunately we lost against Alabama, but we were down there and it was going to be a tough game regardless. But we had a little house party here, a bunch of friends, and that was a lot of fun. For me personally, it started that day from noon until like 2 o'clock at night. I had some friends come over afterwards and we hung out. But we had about probably 15, 20 people come over and people brought food. I made wings, mac and cheese, butternut squash, this big casserole dish that was fantastic, pork tenderloin. I mean, you name it. You made your famous chili. That was delicious.
Sorry, I can't find the name of those spices, guys. I'll look it up though.
But we had a lot of fun. We had people brought their dogs over. A couple people brought their little kids over. It was big old. We had TV outside and inside. It was a lot of fun.
You talked about my famous chili, but what about your famous chicken wings?
Yeah, well, so people love my wings. I try to be humble about it. For me, I'm like, it's not that complex to make, but it's all about the attention you give it. Right. And I had it set the day before, so I had it pre-seasoned, pre-marinated, sitting in the fridge. The come party, I just pulled it out. I had 60 wings. I just started cooking them while everybody's hanging out. I think I got asked 10 times, can we help you? I'm like, no, I'm just here chilling, cooking. I have my drink. I'm good.
60 wings and as he pulled them off, they were gone.
Yeah.
And by
people are like, oh, are you making more? I'm like, I got 40 more to make. I got plenty of wings. Dig in. Go for it.
By the end, there were 0 wings left. Let's just put it that way. That's why I was looking this spice up, because when you made your wings, we used up all our Jamaican jerk from Atlanta.
Yeah, I got a little bit left, but so
that just means we have to go back to the DeKalb Farmers Market.
Yeah. Well, aren't you and Dad going down to
We are.
Atlanta
we're going in January.
Yeah. It's a good time to go.
Or restock then. But I want to try this.
Maybe get more than one. I know last time we were on a cash budget. We only had like $80 on us that day.
Well, one thing, if you do go and they call it your, so you don't get confused with the other ones, your DeKalb Farmers Market, they only take cash. So being that we weren't planning for that.
I was like, I got about $20 in my wallet.
And I had some, and we pulled our cash, and yeah, that was funny. It's like, uh-oh.
Yeah, I mean, it's
all... they take a debit now, too.
Oh, they do? Okay.
Yeah, but I just don't have a debit card.
Yeah, I don't have a debit card either, so. But if you do go, I never talk about money. It's all reasonably priced. It's all well priced. So you can, like, we bought, like, a big cart full, so it wasn't like we were only buying a few things. It's a great place to go. You can get a lot of your produce. You can get fresh seasonings, drinks, breads, meats. It's all there.
Coffee.
They make a few things in-house, too.
They roast their coffee in the store.
And we drink it all.
It's gone. It's way gone. Yes. Yeah. Well, I wish I could find that, but I'll find that spice. But if you went to Bradley's and looked at their spices, I think you'd figure it out.
Yeah. So speaking of last weekend for our game party,
yes.
You weren't there right at the beginning.
No. Well, I do want to tell one more thing about before that. That is, I do want to go into where I was, but it was really fun. But if you do a big party, have your main dish like we talked about, your wings, your chili. We did the Fritos, the sour cream, the cheese. So we had everybody bring the toppings. Then we had everybody bring a dish. So it kind of you have your anchor, like your chili and your wings. And they brought, broccoli casserole, macaroni and cheese, this delicious chocolate cake with homemade chocolate icing.
Little tiny chocolate chips sprinkled on the top and the icing. Yeah.
What else? Oh, and our neighbor across the street brought pork tenderloin.
So I know you're researching. I just mentioned all the food dishes.
Oh, sorry. Well, I'm going to say it one more time. The pork tenderloin.
That good. That good. You got to say it twice.
Do you talk about the pork tenderloin? I was researching. So lots of good dishes. Just have everybody bring a dish. And
so that's a great point. I know that we'd like to tell you all some tips about like how to do certain things or our advice on things. Through the history of basically me, we've done a lot of house parties. I'm sure you and Dad hosted before I was born too.
Yes.
But we have a lot of experience about having many people over in one place and having, I guess you could say potluck style food. But basically, as a host, we always make like a core meat dish. I know you talked about that. You alluded to that.
Yes.
So this time we made a chili and wings. That's kind of our core food setup. So one thing, like, if you don't want to also buy the cheese and the chips and the rice, whatever for your chili, so you can delegate that with people coming and say, hey, do you mind grabbing Frito chips or whatever it might be, some cheese. I know we delegated that to some people coming. Hey,
one person brought cheese. One person brought the
sour cream.
Right.
Hey, do you mind making a dish, or do you mind
either making? Did you talk about deviled eggs?
Yeah. So one of our really good friends who I just met for the first time on Saturday.
Yeah.
She made deviled eggs, Jello shots. They also made sweet cornbread. I don't think I got it. I think it was all gone before I could try the sweet cornbread. So, but it's okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, she was a hoot. I had a great time hanging out with her.
Yes, that is funny.
But the best way to help reduce your personal costs if you're the host is delegate those responsibilities. Be like, hey, I'm hosting the party. Here's what I'm making. Do you mind either helping me with some of the ingredients or making a dish of your own? Or do you want to provide the drinks for the party? Or, like, don't put it all on yourself. Because with the wings, we're making chili too. I didn't have to make wings because that added to the cost. And I also got some drinks and some chips because I've hosted a lot of parties. So I like to make sure everything's all ready to go.
Yes.
So I spend a little extra, not a lot, but I spend a little more than your average person would spend on hosting a party. So my recommendation is you make one thing for the party. You delegate drinks to somebody else. Hey, will you grab several things of chips? I did little individual bags. That way they stay fresh longer.
Which was very smart.
Get more variety. It costs a little bit more, but not a lot more than a big bag.
Well, it was very much enjoyed, and we still have them. So even though you put money out, we personally are gonna enjoy them.
Yeah. Well, I did 2 of those boxes of like assorted chips. It was like Cheetos, Lay's, Doritos, popcorn, pretzels. You get a variety that way. Someone's like, "Oh, I don't like plain potato chips. Here's Sun chips. Here's whatever it might be." So
we had a little bitty.
3? Is she 3 now?
She got 3 walking around. Boy, she hung on to that bag of Cheetos.
I think every time I saw her, she had a bag of something in her hands. Yeah. So
I want to throw another dish out while we're on the party. We'll put all this in the show notes, right? Because a lot of people are like, I don't know what to do. Like, there's even more steps, like, I want to bore you with it. We put on the list, like, here's what the core things you need for a party.
Yeah.
But one of the things we did for dessert was we have a fire pit, and then we had everything you need for s'mores. And so that was...
Yeah, I think people enjoyed eating the chocolate more than making the s'more. But it was.
This is the time of year to go and buy one of those oversized bag at one of your big box stores of Hershey bars.
Yeah.
And so that worked perfect.
It's the because usually you buy the Halloween candy. Is it better to buy?
Halloween.
You're trying to stock up on stuff like post Halloween or before?
The problem with that is these little mini Hershey bars are so popular. They're not there.
Yes, mini Hershey bars.
Yeah, so I have stocked up. I have bought after the fact, but your marshmallows, your graham crackers, your mini Hershey. It was. I mean, my neighbor across the street came over and we sat and made a s'more. And she's like my age. And she's like, I haven't had a s'more in forever. So it's kind of a nostalgic, feel good kind of dessert too.
Yeah, I'll be at their house on Halloween working there because they have this little like I want to call it a cannon, but like a little like slide for candy. Yeah. So back during the virus, so to avoid the contact with people, they would shoot it down this long.
It's a PVC pipe.
PVC
it's a
pipe.
huge, oversized PVC pipe.
And it would launch out into the yard for the kids to go after and grab and chase and all that stuff. So that's what I'll be doing on Halloween for a few hours.
That's fun.
Yeah. It's a little... Yeah. Well, me and my best friend will be there hanging out doing it.
A little fall festivity. Yeah. Yep. Well, let me tell you what reason I was late to the party. Let's go to that. I was in Dahlonega, Georgia, which is for us about 3 hours from where we live.
Can I add one thing to that?
Yeah.
That I just thought of before I forget it?
Sure.
That's one reason why Knoxville's a really great spot to live. It's so close to all directions. You can go to Atlanta, Dahlonega, Chattanooga, Nashville, North Carolina,
Virginia.
It's
like 3 hours to Atlanta. It kind of swung. Never been this way before. I was like, where are you taking me, GPS? But it took me through these wonderful back roads to Dahlonega.
Yeah. We're right on the cross of like north and south, east and west interstates. So you can go anywhere pretty quickly. It's really nice.
It was great. I was like, oh, that only took me 3 hours. So now I do want to thank, hopefully she'll contact me because she's now my best friend, Kathleen Madigan, comedian. If you haven't listened to her, she's wonderful. She has what she calls her pubcast.
Obsessed.
Well, she entertained me. Like, I put 3 of her podcasts on there and 3 of her podcasts coming back. So,
which you can do with ours as well.
Yes, you could. And friends of mine have done that. But you could put a little of ours, a little of hers. She's got that conversational style, that funny. And she only lives 2 hours away, just saying. Come visit. Let's see, what else do we... Oh, when I was in Dahlonega, that was where I went for undergraduate school. But it's also turned into a beautiful, like tourist destination. They had like what they call Gold Rush days, which that's not new, but... for this time of year. And then come in December, they're going to light the whole square up for Christmas.
Oh, nice.
The vendors, it's like a big Christmas town.
That's cool. Because I know when you first went to school.
It was not like that when I went there.
It's a little military town?
What?
A military town?
It's a military school. It's one of the 6 recognized. Let's see, I wrote it down because...
It was called North Georgia...
it's called, when I went, it was called North Georgia College. Now it's North Georgia University.
Because they kind of added a few other schools into their umbrella.
Yeah, in the area. They have 6... like different satellite schools. I wrote this down because when I was going there, you don't realize the rich history of where you're going and the significance till like 40 years later. Because I went back for my 40-year reunion. Yeah. But I did write this down because...
You were 40? No way.
Yeah, I was 5 when I went there. I wrote this down because I thought it was so cool. It's one of the only 6 federally designated senior military colleges. That's like the Citadel, Norwich University, Texas A&M, Virginia Tech, Virginia Military, and North Georgia.
It's cool.
So it's very cool. It's a beautiful campus. A lot of the same. The dorm that I lived in my freshman year was still there. I got to go in and see my dorm room.
That's cool.
It was so cool. Then I went up and my sophomore, junior, senior dorm's still there.
Oh, wow.
I know. I was like, wow, I can't believe this. A lot of the same things. Now, a lot of new things. I mean, it was just a beautiful campus. A lot of new things because it's gone from 2,000 to 10,000 students. Well, 9,000 students.
It's almost a 5 times increase. That's a lot of changes. I know you're telling me they added some new buildings and...
They have this beautiful new basketball stadium. And, of course, they have more dorms, more... I mean, I laughed. The things I laughed at, none of you guys are going to laugh at. Because we had this little flat parking garage with a big fence around it. And I went down to see, and... Of course, the fence is gone, and now they have parking garages.
Oh, like the multiple stories now? Yeah.
They have, guys, I know that if you're off at college, you're used to this, but we had your traditional dorm room with the center bathroom and things. Now they have apartment suites.
Yeah.
They have like bathroom in your dorm room. I mean, I was blown away.
Well, I know when I was at South Carolina, we had like 4 people to one bathroom.
That's how these are. Yeah.
And there's some now. Like, there's some apartments where everybody has their own bathroom.
Wow.
It's still dorms. I'm like,
we take our little bucket and I have your shampoo and whatever you need. Take it down to the bathroom, take your shower, and bring it back.
I know. I think they had 2 dorms that had that style of bathroom or that style shower room, but they're being phased out.
That was the only kind we had. But it was at the campus is beautiful. The old buildings are still there. Price Memorial from the original Gold Rush that's made with the real gold on top.
Do you want to explain what the Gold Rush, why it's called a Gold Rush?
No, I don't even know.
Didn't they find gold?
Well, they found gold there. Yeah. I mean, so they rushed to get the gold.
Some people may not understand.
It
could be like a sorority rush. Could be that type of stuff. Yeah.
Well, there was a gold rush there. So the gold that is on Price Memorial was mined in that area. So, but they have a big, huge festival. I highly recommend it. It's the whole weekend. Look it up. It's called Gold Rush Days. And you can stay in town. And even gosh, I'm just going down memory lane. Sorry. I don't want to bore you too much, but go. They have a place called the Smith House.
Oh, okay.
And they have family-style dining. I went there with my parents back in the day. You can stay at the Smith House.
I've never been there before, so I don't
know.
I'm experiencing this through your passion and your eyes.
Yes. And the shocking part to me was I remember the Smith House being kind of far from campus, and now there's a building, and the actual campus kind of wraps around it. It's grown.
Well, they always say, like, if you think of your old school, like your middle school, high school, you always think, man, that place was so big. You ever go back and visit, it's tiny. You walk from one side to the other in 1 minute. And you're like, oh, okay.
Well, it's like, what? And this is a walking campus. So, yeah, it's great. I had 4 wonderful years there, connected with a lot of really like fun people from my past. We shared stories. I just highly encourage you to do that. Kind of, either go back to I'm not going to any of my reunions, so.
But you're telling me that when you went back,
my first one.
Lisa, hey, they're excited to see, even though you hadn't seen them in years, and they were.
Because I went by myself, because nobody else could go.
Well, she forgot the same day we were having our.
I didn't forget. I knew I was going for my reunion, and I didn't realize.
Yeah, that's what I
the
mean.
same.
Yeah, you didn't realize it was the same day that. Something we had been planning for a couple months previously was the same day as her.
And in my mind, not forget so much, but they were different weekends. But I didn't mind because I did it at my own pace.
Yeah. And you got back right at game time, so you didn't only miss like an hour-ish of.
It was good.
Then everybody was like, "Where's Lisa? Is she gonna be here?" Like, yeah, we're tracking her on our phone right now. She'll be here soon.
Yeah, since I highly recommend that too. Since I was traveling by myself, I had my family.
Usually we travel together, so you have me to.
Yes.
Your car could break down. You could get stuck in somewhere you don't want to be.
There's like a Life 360 app you can do too.
You got that. I can't remember the app that.
What I use here, since I'm an Apple user, Apple has a feature, I didn't know this, on the Find My Phone where you can find people. So we just did that. So it was fun.
We're all checking on you every 10 minutes or so.
There she's going.
Yep. And Dad was like, she's driving pretty fast.
It's true. No, it's pretty much the speed limit.
Yeah.
But
sorry.
Yeah, no, I was just saying one thing about Dollywood, because I'm definitely on that. We talk about the South. It's about, if you're on the outskirts of Atlanta, it's only like an hour and a half.
Yeah, it's not bad.
So if you don't go for Gold Rush Days, go for the Christmas Festival. Wonderful. They're going to do a light up of the whole town on November 24th.
No, the whole town?
The whole town.
Oh, wow.
The entire town. They're going to light it up for Christmas.
That's cool.
And the tree and everything. So when I went there, the only place to eat was a Dairy Queen, a Waffle House, and McDonald's. So the only 3 places to eat in town.
It's Dad's favorite places. No.
So there you go. And then we had we call it Chow Hall because it's a military, campus. When I went, it was ROTC for the guys. If you lived on campus, you had to be in if you lived on campus, and the girls was optional. So we were happy to we call it the Chow Hall. You had that or the canteen. Those are your 2 options.
Now they probably have like 15, 20.
Now they have a Starbucks, an Einstein, different grills. I mean, yeah. They don't appreciate it. Guys, they don't appreciate it.
You guys are spoiled nowadays. I was spoiled too in college.
I was laughing.
Yeah, you have your dining halls. My dorm had its own cafeteria on the bottom floor, so I had I could go get a sub sandwich every day. I could go get homemade breakfast. They had different things every day. They had eggs, bacon, burritos, whatever.
Yes, and this was not like that when I went to school, but it was like the meeting place. Everybody went to the chow hall. Yeah.
So I want to say,
good times.
Pause for a minute here.
Yes.
People always ask me, you guys try to talk about Knoxville? No, we talk about the whole Southeast. Yes. When I talk about if we ever do a trip,
Yes.
We went to Ohio. We talked about Ohio a little bit. You know,
Right,
we talk about basically our adventures, and it was mostly our experiences we talked about. But if you have something you want to share with us, you can talk to us live here on YouTube every Tuesday at 7 p.m., even though it's only Wednesday right now.
Or if you go to Dahlonega and say, man, that was fantastic. Or you go to Savannah or any of the places we've been.
Yeah, if you hear something we talked about and go, let us know. We want to see photos, hear your stories.
Yeah.
If you want us to share your story, we'd love to get your approval. Just let us know how you want us to talk about you and any of that type of stuff.
And as you know, we like to cook, so any good recipes, send them our way.
Yes. We love cooking.
Yes.
As you can tell, for our party, we cooked like 8 things. So.
Yes.
But yeah, we also, our episodes go on Spotify or any of your podcast listening platforms like Google, Audible, all those type of places every Saturday morning, 9 a.m. But you catch it live Tuesdays. There's also video on demand on YouTube,
I don't remember that, so...
Yep. Yeah, she texts me every day. When's your episode? I think you texted me at 9:06. When's your episode coming out? It just came out.
Well, I was with friends. I was out on one of my hiking trips.
Yeah.
So,
It's out hiking. I'm like, it's going out in 20 minutes.
That's funny.
But yes, our audio versions are going out Saturday mornings, but that episode will be out the previous Tuesday, and the video will be out on the same week. I don't have a set date for the video because it takes time to process that, and I also work 5 days a week, so it's a bit more when I get time to sit down.
You just need to get your staff to help you.
Yeah, I need to get my production staff to come help me do this all. No. Staff of one. But yeah.
Staff of one doing all the technical. Just to throw out, that was the things we did. But we've got a few things coming up.
Oh, yeah, we got a couple fun things. We got one fun thing tomorrow we're doing.
So, yes.
So...
I'm going to let you talk. I've been up once already this fall season.
I haven't been up in about 2 or 3 years, probably.
I have a free ticket for the son, so... Taking him with me.
So we're going to Dollywood
for
tomorrow.
The content.
Yes, for the content, and also to get some more cinnamon bread and maybe
see all the. I mean, it's hundreds and hundreds of pumpkins. Beautiful. It's called Luminites. So that's the main reason I want to go back up.
If you listen to any of our episodes and we talk about Dollywood, they do a really great job bringing up holiday events. They decorate the parks, add lights, they theme decorations.
Trying to think. They've started a flower festival. They do a summer festival, 4 festivals.
Yeah, they do at least 4 seasonal, and they do a couple of random ones, other ones throughout the year. But they really go out and go all over decorating the parks with pumpkins and skeletons and
beautiful
Halloween-themed events. So we're going up. I think you said Monday is the last day for this festival.
Oh, yeah, good point. The 30th is the very last day if you want to check this out. I mean, they do it every year, but get up there before Monday because they're always closed. They're closed on Tuesday. Because a friend of mine was going to go up with her family, had free tickets. We're going up to Dollywood. I'm like, not today. So check the schedule. Because in the summer, they're open all the time. But and then they'll shut down for about a week to decorate for Christmas.
Yeah, so hopefully you're listening to us today or on Saturday. Because if you're listening to us only on Saturday on our podcast, then you only have 2 days to go before the festival shuts down. They start to ramp up for Christmas time.
And they actually will open it for Christmas November 11th, just so you know. But between the 30th and 11th, you can still go. There's just not a festival going on.
You said a few days are shut down.
A few days they are shut down, like 4 or 5 days.
So if you're going after Monday, after the 30th, between then and the 11th, check online or call them, make sure they're open. There'll be some days we'll probably shut down to redecorate things, remodel, move things around.
My friend didn't believe me that they were closed, and they were very glad that I insisted to check.
So there is a point to hear us live every week. Sometimes we have information that is relevant to that week, that next day, that type of stuff. But we also talk about things that are far out. But
one other thing I want to bring up, just because I don't want to forget about where we're on the fall festival, is Anarchista is another place. It's like 30 minutes outside of the Pigeon Forge area. And they have a festival, and theirs is going on through October 31st. So
you got a couple days left.
I mean, you can hit Dollywood on Sunday and Anarchista on Monday.
For those of you who have not listened to our past episodes, Anarchista is like a mountaintop, I want to call it a resort, but a amusement venue that has some activities and restaurants. A little bit of adventure. I mean, excuse me.
For the kids, it's a lot of adventure because they have tree houses and rope swings. And for the adults, it's more the restaurants,
relaxation,
walking. For me, sitting in the rocking chairs. They have a sky bridge. I mean,
they have a sky bridge.
They call it an outdoor adventure park.
Yeah, you can go up on a ski lift if you want to. They also have a bus, which is not as fun. But ski lift,
for the people that are scared of heights,
for the scared of heights, you're not strapped in. You have a bar over your lap, but you're not strapped in, so it can be a little, I guess, of exhilarating
if
feeling.
If you have fear of heights, yeah.
So if they do have a bus, it's not as much fun, but you do have alternate
So
options.
we like the thrill part. So
But it's a beautiful place. It's beautiful in the day and at night.
Yes.
Great food. Because I'm a bartender, I talk about the drinks.
they're having a beer fest right now.
Oh, nice.
Through their first.
Yeah, I know that their wine was really well priced when we were there. You had your wine. I was like, I was expecting to be like $10, and it was $5. So
I know. Very nice.
very nice.
Right now they have turkey legs. I'm just saying. Just saying.
Ooh. It's our weakness.
As part of the festival through the 31st. And we didn't say that, but yes, we'll get a good picture of us. We'll probably each get our own turkey leg at Dollywood.
I don't share food very well, so.
Well, he'll let me have a bite.
I'll let you have a bite, but yeah.
I mean, the turkey leg's a meal, so it's good. And they used to have a turkey. Oh, I just want to throw this out. They used to have a turkey leg stand. I tell people about the turkey legs, but now you have to go up Craftsman's Valley and it's up in the barbecue spot.
Dollywood has a lot of great food. I mean,
Yeah.
anywhere you go, even if you can't find turkey leg because it is not as easily noticed now, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's
You have to know. You have to know that they have turkey leg on the menu at the barbecue stand.
But you just ask someone that works there, hey, where's the barbecue stand, or where can I find turkey legs? They can help send you the right way.
Right.
I know at one point some staff was like, turkey legs? They didn't even know. Now they're well.
Well, that's because they used to have, but before the virus, they used to have a stand right outside of the Valley Theater.
Yep.
Turkey legs, and then they shut it down, believe it or not, because they were so low on staff. And now it's on. People really wanted those turkey legs, so they put it back on the menu. So, phew.
Yeah, we talk about a lot of food, but they also have a lot of great shows. They have great rides. They have, I'd say Dollywood's rides. They have a couple medium high thrills, but it's not like a Six Flags or a Cedar Point. Something that has like these several 100 feet tall rides that loopy helixes all the way down. They have a couple that are high thrill, but not to that extreme. But it's a lot of fun still.
Still fun.
I still have a great time, and I'm a high thrill roller coaster rider. So
hopefully we'll be able to get on the big ride when you come in the door. It's called Lightning Rod. Ooh.
Lightning Lane used to be Disney's Fast Pass.
I was like, where did that come from? But Lightning Rod, because they're going to shut it down October 31st to put on a new lift system.
Gotcha.
So I'm hoping we get to ride it tomorrow. It's open.
What's next on the docket? Or I can ask you a question. I have either one.
Let's see. I was just thinking more like
Are there
fall
any
festival.
Are there any fun movies coming out this fall that you're looking at going for?
Yeah, I wanted to see My Big Fat Greek Wedding 3. I just never got there. And
You
I
have
like
a movie pass, so I figured you'd be
do.
going.
I haven't gone lately. I need to use it.
I think Dune 2 is also coming out this
is
year.
it?
I know it was supposed to
Okay.
with the strikes. I don't know if it was delayed or not. So
I wanted to see Creator. I haven't seen that.
yeah, I
anything
haven't
about
really
it?
heard any reviews. I mean, it looked interesting. I think what I heard was like it's very solid. It's not going to blow you away, but it's very solid and
If anybody's
classic
seen it, I'd like
sci-fi
to
style
know.
movie.
I'd really like to know what you thought about it. My problem with Big Fat Greek Wedding 3 is my preferred theater is the one with the recliners, and it was not showing in that one.
Really?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Interesting.
So I think, yeah.
It's hard to go back to theaters that don't have reclining chairs and
Yes.
your big sofa recliners because it's just unenjoyable
You just
otherwise.
get so...
You're sitting there with stiff arms and you're like, I guess I'll be watching a movie.
Right.
But here
And
you're
this
really
one's
back.
tiered. Also, for me being short, because I'm only 5'3", this one's tiered where the recliners are and I can see, which is also nice. But the only big thing that's coming up out of the Fall Festival world is the Film Fest Knox. And it's a 4-day film festival, independent filmmakers, downtown Knoxville at the Regal Cinema. And it's from the 9th to the 12th. So if you just go on the website, the Film Fest Knox, the tickets are on sale there. And they're going to have a couple of workshops, which I didn't realize, which is great.
Do they cost you anything?
It's $100 for the 4 days.
Okay. It's not bad.
Or you could, say, I just want to go to the elevator pitch, which is different people pitching a movie. It's $15 a block. But if you just want to do everything there is for 4 days, it's $100.
So basically 25 a day or 15 per activity.
Right.
So if you want to do a couple things, 15 is probably your route. If you want to go to a lot of things, 25 a day is probably your route.
And this is new because they have a new director, but they're going to have... sorry.
Stabbing
I
me.
just poked him.
Oh.
They're going to have...
workplace injuries, HR, and workers' comp.
Just go talk to the staff, okay?
Hey, producer, you're actor on set. Stab me. Okay.
But they are going to have the big, give awards at the end. Award show on Sunday. So, yeah, it starts Thursday night.
Yeah. It's fun.
I know that it's either Film Fest, I'm sure it's .com, but filmfestknox.com. I don't know.
Just Google Film Fest Knox and
It comes
it'll
up.
probably pop
It comes up. Yes. I'm
Do
gonna look
you have
it
any
up,
sort of
make
like
sure.
lists or databases for our listeners that have like a accumulation of different festivals in the area going on? I know there's a lot of fall
I
festivals
like to
going
go to
on.
Visit Knoxville. Has a lot. That's more the area.
Yeah, visit Knoxville.
Visit Knoxville is a great resource through it's our tourism department downtown. So go to that. Full of stuff.
And that's the person who we're going to have an interview
Yes,
with, right? Okay.
yes. Kristen Combs is on there. She wrote 100 Things to Do in Knoxville Before You Die.
And what's her official role with them?
I don't know.
I can't remember her official role, but we're going to have her on, and
She'll tell us.
yes,
She'll
she is
tell
involved,
us.
and she's written books and does a lot of updating
trying to
on what's
find the
going
Film
on,
Fest
things to
Knox,
do. So,
Oh, I put in Film Fest box, and that does not come up. Don't do that.
I plan to order a second mic, or probably a third one mic too, because I need a couple mics
Yes.
tomorrow after we get back from Dollywood.
Like, here we go.
So,
Da, 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 da,
those will be in, and once we get that set up and
right,
adjusted,
Yep.
I will have we'll also have more interviews again.
On visitknoxville.com, it comes up. You put in Film Fest Knox, and it comes up. And then it says all passes on sale, 4 and 8 block passes, all festival, individual films, the whole schedule, everything's there.
Sweet.
Everything's there. So, yeah.
I'm trying to think of the other things coming up this week or next week.
There's a balloon festival in Dandridge.
Oh, that's cool. Is it
Yeah.
like is it like a hot air balloon, or
It's a hot air balloon where all the balloons, they have them they call them tiered, where the balloons are tiered to the ground, but you can go up. It doesn't float away.
Okay. It's hooked to the ground.
Yeah. You still get to go up. It's cheaper.
Have you ever ridden one?
No.
No, I haven't either.
And then they have the kind where you get in the balloon and it takes off. But that, of course, costs more.
You have a trained pilot to
Yes.
do those things.
Maybe. I hope so.
Yeah.
But they're going to have food trucks and food, big festival. And then at night, when it gets dark, I haven't gone before, that's what my friend tells me, they light the balloons. They light the balloons up. So because of the fire, it illuminates the balloons.
that's
and
cool.
have them all up in the sky.
It's in Dandridge.
Dandridge, yeah.
Remind me the date.
It's, did I write it down? No, probably not.
I might want to check that out.
I mean, it looks amazing. Let me see. Thank goodness I have a phone that has a calendar now. Let's see. I put it on there. It's called Lakeside of the Smokies Balloon Festival. And it is the 28th and the 29th.
No, it's coming up.
Yeah, so it'll be,
It'll be what, Saturday and Sunday?
Saturday and Sunday. And it starts
I guess
at
Sunday's
2
the only day I
o'clock.
could probably go.
2 o'clock.
Okay.
That sounded really interesting. I've never done one before.
It sounds cool.
Yeah, that's it. Always double check because things change. But you just search Lakeside of the Smokies Balloon Fest 2023, Dandridge, Tennessee, 2 to 8, Saturday, Sunday.
Well,
So I haven't been, but I'll let y'all know about it when I get
Yeah.
back.
I know you have to head out here in a few minutes.
I do.
So it's gonna be a bit of a shorter episode.
I do.
Also be it's our first live episode.
Oh, I'm laughing. No,
Oh,
I'm
you wrote it
laughing.
down?
No, I'm laughing because there it is in my notes. I just looked it up. Yes, what I said is true.
Yes.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah, it's our first live episode. If you're listening to our podcast, you ever want to talk to us live while we're doing this, our expected time every week is Tuesday at 7 p.m. Yesterday was just weird because I was passed out. I woke up like 8:45, and I was like, well,
Well, he doesn't sleep well, so.
yeah. So the day before, I barely slept at all. I had a raging headache all night long. I woke up like 7 times with my head pounding.
Ouch.
So it wasn't hydration. I was drinking water and eating, and
It just happened.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just cycle out of being able to sleep.
Yeah, I do have some sleep issues in general, which kind of impact my day-to-day life, but I'm aware of them now. It took me years to figure out I had issues. Now that I know, I'm able to combat it somewhat.
Kind of push through.
Yeah, it's some episode we might do a just health and I know Clarence, he's a physical trainer, but I'm sure he knows some mental health things too, and we talk about health all the time. But he wants to come on the podcast, and we're going to talk about his background, how he got into fitness, his journey so far, goals, tips to help the average person just do things in their day-to-day they can't get to the gym or work out extensively, just things to do to stay active and healthy. I'm sure we'll talk about some of that too.
My jokes up because I support it.
Because he's been my trainer for over a year now, and I love him to death. He's great.
I know a lot of people have anecdotal things to do to help with sleep. So.
Yeah.
You never know.
Because I've tried, calming teas. I've tried, when I was younger, I did a little bit of medication to try. That didn't work for me. I've tried so many things over time, and I got a couple of things that kind of work now, but even that sometimes just, I wake up the next day, I'm like, I did not sleep well at all.
I know. Makes my eyes hurt when I don't sleep well.
Makes my eyes hurt, my head hurts, my joints hurt. Yeah. But But it's all right. I mean, I'm still a happy guy. I'm still loving life, so it's not. I'm able to conquer it somewhat now. So
yeah, he's able to kind of work around it.
But I guess there's a little reminder. You're feeling hopeless. There's when you're able to figure out what's going on, it gives you a lot of stress relief. Because I had a lot of stress over it for a long time, where I get because I wasn't sleeping, I get stressed over not sleeping.
Right.
But now I don't get stressed because I know.
I'm footsie.
Hi, Mom.
Move your foot over.
How you doing?
You can't see that, but move your foot over.
But you want to hop into our joke segment since you got to head out here in a few minutes?
Yes,
Yeah.
I do.
I'll let you kick it off.
All right. This one's good. I had to look over it for a second. Did you know recently I just hired a handyman to do some things around the house?
Handyman? No.
He did it. Well, I gave him a list, I guess. But he only did 1, 3, and 5.
I don't get it.
I guess he only does odd jobs.
Oh, gosh. I thought that was the punchline. I was like, I don't get it, Mom. That's good.
That was good.
Sorry. So mine are all Halloween themed.
Oh,
so
okay.
Just keep it in the holiday spirit.
Okay.
So when a ghost sneezes, what do you think is all caught up in their nose? A booger.
A booger. I was thinking, what? Candy corn? I don't know.
That would be a child ghost.
Yeah.
I got one more ghost back to back
right.
ones. What does a panda ghost love to eat?
A panda?
Yeah, a panda, like a ghost of a panda.
Bamboo.
Yeah, bamboo.
Oh! I didn't get it.
You got another joke?
I ruined it.
It's all right.
I do.
Well, it's funny because
Okay, I know a bunch. I know a bunch of jokes about umbrellas. Did you know that?
Just about umbrellas. No, maybe yes.
Yeah, they usually go over people's heads.
Oh gosh. Unless you're doing singing in the rain, then it goes all around you.
Singing in the rain. I was He's got me started watching Critical Role, and then I enjoy.
So Critical Role is just for people who don't know, it's a collection of voice actors who
That's why we like it.
are all great friends together.
Yes.
But through that friendship, they started playing D&D for someone's birthday many years ago. Got brought on to a live channel to do just their game for our viewers, and it's taken off like crazy over the years.
Like its own entity. But what I enjoy watching when they do like extra segments, like some of the cast, I would call it, of the show, do extra segments, and they did one about listen to certain music without singing or dancing along.
Yeah. And they're like,
they couldn't help themselves. That's what I thought would say.
especially Matt's wife. She's very dynamic and like she just wants to dance.
She was hilarious. Two of them could not.
Yeah,
Matt
Travis
Mercer was able to hold himself, but Travis and
Marisha. SH, yeah.
Couldn't help themselves.
Good old Kentucky girl.
Couldn't help it. They couldn't help it. I feel them. Let's see. Let's see what we got.
Do you know why ghosts are really bad at lying?
Oh, why?
Because you can always see right through them.
That was a good one. I like that. Let's see if I have.
That's all I got for Halloween jokes.
Mine are not. That was a good idea. That's why I did wear my cat shirt. Have a
I
little
usually
bit of.
theme my jokes somewhat around one of our topics.
Yeah, I like that. The reason I was laughing about the Critical Role is that we just watched a compilation of when they started to now dressing up for Halloween.
Yeah, so every year they do
it's
a Halloween
gotten more
costume.
and more intricate.
Sometimes it'll be their character. Sometimes it'll just be funny things. Like one time Sam Riegel was Burt Reynolds, or back in Smokey and the Bandit.
Right. I saw that one.
His character's nickname was Burt Reynolds, so he dressed up as Burt Reynolds.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He has a little stuffed monkey on his shoulder.
Yeah, and he couldn't get it to stay up. Yeah.
And a fake mustache that always falls off. Yeah.
That is funny. It's funny.
If you want to cry laughing, you don't know nothing about D&D or the people.
Right.
They do a lot of. They're just funny together, so it's a lot of fun.
It was so funny.
Was it yesterday? I was waking up, coming downstairs, and I heard some of the music or something. I yelled down, "I know what you're watching."
You caught me. It's funny. I was laughing out loud. All right.
And one last joke, and then we'll wrap up.
Last joke. Here we go. Did you know I'm currently working as a human statue?
Human statue? No, I haven't seen you.
Well, it's okay, because I don't really see myself in this position much longer.
Solid position, yeah. Oh, man.
That's pretty good.
You guys, remind you guys, we have an Instagram account called Made in the South Pod and Facebook account Made in the South Podcast. We would love for you to send us your Halloween costumes. Tag us on Instagram, Facebook, whatever it might be. Send us an email. If you go to our website, madeinthesouthpodcast.com. All the links are right there for you as well. All of the episodes are there. Quick links to Spotify, Google, Audible, anything. So you can't find your button, go to the website and click a little
again
Apple
showed
Podcast
someone
button.
that yes, indeed, they do have a purple button.
But if you're having trouble finding it yourself and you can't find us in person to
Ask a friend.
help you find that button, go to madeinthesouthpodcast.com. Links are all there to just instantly find the episodes or the app on your phone.
Or I would say ask one of the youngsters.
Yeah, that too. If you have any grandkids, kids, neighbors,
Yes.
siblings, whoever it might be that might be able to help you, ask them if they'll find it for you. Yeah, and get that little
I have
button.
one little thing to say is when we give out candy, we usually ask for a joke. So hopefully we'll have some of those funny jokes. I'm going to try to write them down
That'll
this
be up to you
year.
because I'll be across the street,
Yeah.
handing out candy.
I'll need to keep, I'm going to get like a notebook so I can jot them down.
Yeah. All right.
So
Well,
that's
that's
all.
all I have. Reminder, guys. This episode will be out Saturday morning on podcast. It'll be live the previous Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Today's just odd because I was not available last night to do our episode. But next week we'll be live on 7 p.m. on Tuesday nights. Those are one of my
good.
off days. Easy for me to pop in and do things.
Good.
So,
Good. It's a plan.
that's about all I got. I have to go to work later. I'm going to go to the gym after this episode
Going
wraps
to a
up.
line dancing class. So.
I'm going to get these things uploaded, and then live's already up. I'll get the video created and ready to go for tomorrow, and then we'll be all bueno.
All right.
But guys, we hope you have a great week. Happy Halloween. We will see y'all next week on the Halloween. Well, actually, next week's Halloween. Tuesday's Halloween.
Ooh,
So
that'll be hard to do it at 7.
so we might be early next week.
Yeah, we'll just do it
We'll
earlier.
aim for like 1 o'clock.
Yeah,
We'll
let's
say
do that.
1 p.m. Eastern time next week, because that way I have to go like around 5 to help set up and things.
Yeah, life.
Yeah, life. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, hey guys, I do definitely, more than ever want everyone to stay kind.
See you guys. Have a great
Bye.
one.